I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. I mean, I feel like Edgeworth is he's a little bit different this time around. He's still trying to prove his point, but he's not just, like, being vindictive, you know? Maybe it's just because he doesn't like Angel. Very possible, but... Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk! He's a hero! What a hunk! I don't think I've ever called someone a hunk in my life. It's such a, like, mom term. What a hunk! About Edgeworth. That is so funny. What about my objection? What about me? Why aren't I the hunk? Emma is her own mom now. You're right. Specifically, have only used the word hunk when making a joke with my mother. Yeah! It's the only appropriate time. You get the crime scene set, right? God. Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. What do you fucking mean? Is that ketchup on her jacket? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. What? We have a picture of her! What are you talking about? Oh my god. Her red muffler... Muffler? The fuck is a muffler? Isn't that part of a car? Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What the fuck do you mean? Excuse me. Scarf. Thank you. Thank you both. Like a scarf. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. I get it. I get it, Angel. Thank you. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. It's intentional, because who the fuck says that? Yeah. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Jesus. Savage. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Yeah, you're a lunch lady, just say scarf. Fucking muffler. She's so pretentious. Just say scarf. Isn't it odd that you mistook that for spattered blood? People often mistake my beard for a bib? That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. We have a picture! What are you talking about? However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound, so there's no fucking reason to keep talking about this. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. Angel, please get an eye exam after this. Yeah, I'm a little concerned for her. Wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick. Oh my god, what are we talking about? She's not wearing it. She's not fucking wearing it. What are you talking about? The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, okay. Damn, get wrecked. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Damn, coming for her career. About to end this woman's whole career. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. Judge is like, ooh, sick, dude. Fucking burn, bro. Alright, I mean, can you object to our objection if you're just gonna say the same thing? But there was a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. Damn. Okay. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. I do remember some things accurately, at least. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might be the moment of truth. Alright. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Can you do that? You're not a detective anymore, bro. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Yeah, I guess she just, yeah, it's just a citizen's arrest, I guess, huh? Why are you defending the fucking, the scarf thing, dude? Alright. Chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. She's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. Leopard woman, rawr. Very well. Cross-examination. Okay. Let's see. What do you mean she mentioned the muffler? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Okay, probably the muffler of the car. Calling it right now. Muffler to the car. What you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Oh my god, do you think she was on the— oh, she was on the phone with Emma. This cell phone discovered at the crime scene? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. We don't need the similes, my dear. No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. Okay. Apparently it was out of order, so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? Alright. You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Oh my god. Muffler of the car! Made to escape. Brushed aside my hand and ran. Brushed aside? Okay. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. Okay. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance. That's right! It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. More mysteries. Wish we could solve a few more before finding... before finding more. Alright, I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it! You have to believe me! Alright, so what the fuck? Okay. Okay, this partition. Okay. There was a wall there about 6 feet high, right? I was trying to hide herself. Okay. Can you fucking do that? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Yeah, press. No, wait. I hit the wrong button. No, I want to press her. Ma'am, I would like to know more. Okay, I'd like to see on the floor plans just to be safe. Lunchland car was way the fuck over here. Make it about 30 feet from the car. How the fuck did she get over there? There's like a chain fence in the way that you can't climb over. Yeah, I went over it, of course. You can't! Cough up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She wouldn't have gotten there that fast. I guess you can climb over it? It doesn't... Oh, okay, I see. That's a lot. And she's wearing those high-heeled boots? How did Lana not get away? Okay, this is on purpose. She's trying to get herself convicted for something that she didn't do. My water tastes weird. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Alright, rude. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. Pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? The redial button was pressed. Yeah, that's a great point. How the fuck? She wouldn't have been able to see past that wall. How does she know that's what she was doing? What do you want from me? King of prosecutors, that's so funny. That's something about the car, but I don't know what to do about that. How did you see her? Nope, that's not correct. Okay. Okay, I get it. Why is it all blurry? Name and ID number written here. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. Yabba-dab. Huh. Date of the day of the crime. Murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. I think this body might have already been in there. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure, because she said she saw her stab him. I don't know. Okay. I forgot we can examine, like, everything now. Victim's blood, either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. Haha, very funny. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Okay. I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Okay. With that outfit? I mean, I don't know. Nothing to examine on here at the moment. Oh, what's that? Metal plate here! Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Oh, get wrecked, dude. I don't think Edgeworth goes out to get his own mail, much less be in nature. I agree. We all saw that gaudy sport car he was driving. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. Well, he's in prison for life now. Well, then I don't think this is a very prestigious award at all. Okay, we can't really do anything to check this out. Okay. Can't do anything with this one. We already kind of did everything with this one, but... What a boring strap. Check out mine, it's a Pink Princess strap. Oh, damn, so she watches Steel Samurai and Pink Princess. She's what some may call a super fan. Alright. We already kind of did this business. Alright. I don't think it has anything to do with you either. Or nothing new on that, at least. Nothing to do with this. Alright. So what? After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. That sounds weird because how could she have possibly seen it? Quickly called her, explained to Wright, arrested her on the spot. Mentioned the muffler. Tried the phone on the wall, but how do you... that doesn't sound right, because how could you have seen it? Yeah, okay, there we go. There it is. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Don't like that. Let's look at the floor plans. So you said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. She's dropping all of her lunch boxes. People paid for those, ma'am. Presumably. It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Oh, shit. There we go. Phoenix is back on his game. Quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Yeah, get her ass. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Alright. Witness lied about... Ooh. Oh, wait, okay. Well, okay, hold on. I gotta think about this. Give her a few minutes, she could cough up both. She's getting rather agitated. So, okay, so... It's gotta be what she saw. It couldn't be where she saw it or the order of events. Oh, maybe where she saw it. Do you think maybe she was up in, like, the security office with her boyfriend already? I'm gonna try it. Tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Oh, what? But the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Yeah, Luna, I agree. I think it's where she saw it. I agree. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. No, because we learned the security office is on the second floor facing there. You could have seen it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The band, One Direction. Take that! This is the only place where she could have been. Yeah, bring in the BF. Bring in both BFs. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Because that's where her boyf is. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Well, Miss Starr, she's sweating in the soup. How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. All heroes have to fall, eventually. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star. Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Okay, well, so she's obvious. I mean, I cannot overstate how much she needs to not be the person giving testimony in this trial. She has a personal vendetta against, like, everyone in this case. Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Crime solved, bringing the dancing lobsters. They got the confetti cannons instead of the dancing lobsters. I'll take it. She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Oh yeah, wait, how did she get that photo? Wait, what? If she was in the security guard office, how did she get this photo? The truth still stands. I disagree. If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. This is the first time we've ever heard the word perjury in this universe. In the Phoenix Wright video game universe. Hi, bud. Oh. Sweet little man. Hi. How you doing? Good morning. That was a good stretch. He's so sweet. Sweet Rocky. Oh, head kiss. You want a little head kiss from Sarah? Oh, good guy. Who's a good guy? Okay. All right. What's wrong? He threw up the other day. I felt really bad for him. I think the chemo is finally starting to get to him a little bit. So right now I'm watching him. I'm just going to make sure he's not about to throw up again. Because he kind of just very suddenly woke up and stood up. You okay? What are we doing? Okay, he's fine. Back down. Yeah, no, we've definitely, Luna, you've absolutely brought up perjury in multiple cases of this before. We've had this discussion with every one of these cases, and now they're finally like, oh, actually, now it matters that you lied. We've decided. Sometimes a man just has to stand up. You're right. He's got to move his little old bones. Yeah, well, he's a good guy. Tell us what her reason was. Who else? I don't know, the lady who fucking lied? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. I love this song. Ms. Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station, but she lied and said she saw it from B block. What would change? Angle of view to the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting. Distance to the crime. Everyone in the court, please pause. We need to review the case. Yeah. Hold on. I need to sit down on the floor and spread all my photos and paperwork out. Yeah. Emma and Wright just put their heads together and whisper for 10 minutes. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime, so it makes it more questionable that how quickly she got there. Objection! My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see what would change how she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Fuck yeah. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now how long did it take you to go from there? To the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Guy. Well, witness, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. Yep. You got it. You nailed it, Judge. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. What the fuck? This is so much further. I had to go through the visitors' parking lot in B block. Right, why would you lie about this? Why wouldn't you just tell us this from the beginning? And is that why you took the picture much later? Probably took me at least 5 minutes. Okay, that's a long time. Is that parking lot? That parking lot's not that big. Like, damn girl. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it, I have photographic evidence. How the frick did you take the photo? I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Turns out she just walks really fucking slow. Yeah, she really takes her time no matter what. This woman's never heard the word urgency in her life. Probably has like 30 lunchboxes and heels, I'm guessing. Yeah, she could have put the lunchboxes down and taken the heels off. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Okay. Great input, Judge. I'm so glad you're here. Would you like another caviar lunch? Yeah, over-encumbered. You have become over-encumbered. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something! Yeah. Objection! Could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. Okay. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with your 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. Okay. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah, is there any other way to cook pasta other than al dente? Great question. Asking all the right questions. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. So she's fucking useless. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? I appear to have overestimated the witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. Never heard that phrase in my life. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Okay, I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Okay. That's one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What do you fucking mean? What do you fucking mean? Why does she keep pulling shit out of, like, nowhere? I don't like this. Just lay it all out on the line, you know what I mean? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Okay. Like, that is my polite way of saying, could you please get the fuck out of my courtroom? You've been absolutely useless. This is bribery. This is bribery, and I won't stand for it. Perjury and bribery? Come on, girl. Woohoo! A triple-decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What a boring motto. Alright, what is it? What is it? Tell me about it. Tell me all about it. This judge is useless. I would go as far to say that I don't think anyone in this game does their job well except for Edgeworth. And even then, he loses half the time. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? The 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. No, she had a... what does that have to... Okay. She had a cut on her hand. Yeah, how would she even know that? I don't like this. Another shoe stealer! You're right. The saga continues of the... of the fucking shoe thieves. First it was me, then it was Six in Little Nightmares, and now it's Lana? Lana's just in this courtroom with one shoe? Embarrassing. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. You, like, are literally not allowed to do that, but that's fine, I guess. And you had blood tests before. Are you even... Who would even give her the clearance for that? 3 boyfriends in forensics? This is a conflict of interest. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. That's never been a rule. You are so full of shit. They're pretending that they've just always had these normal courtroom rules, when this entire time we've been able to just go to people's houses and just take shit and then present it in court like it was nothing. Everyone's been lying on the witness stand. Every witness we've ever had, we've found all of the lies they've been telling. They're so full of shit. Yeah, she really do be having like 6 boyfriends. She's a busy lady, dude. Lunch lady thinks she's still a detective. She really does. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. What's the second rule? Angel must have certain days for these guys, like Mondays for Tom or something. Yeah, it's like Luna said, you gotta schedule it out. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Yeah, 6 every day seems like a lot. I think, yeah, Luna, I feel like your situation sounds like much more, like, comfortable than whatever Angel's got going on. You sound like you know what you're doing. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Angel's out there for the D constantly. Dude, she's got options. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth's looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. You're right. That's why she carries so many lunches. Can't remember their favorite meals. She's just always got something for one of them, just depending on whoever she bumps into that day. Should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Victim's shoe, 2 types of blood. One of was the victim's. Match that of the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky. Alright, I'm just gonna press her on all of it. Why'd you lie? I just wanted people to look at the results. Okay. Okay, she just doesn't trust everyone. Okay. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Yeah, worse than killing someone, apparently. Yeah, she's definitely off her rocker. I don't think we can trust literally anything she's saying. You found the shoe at the scene of the crime. Detain the chief prosecutor. Notify the police department. Make myself useful. Ill-trained pooch who snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. Alright. Like, she's not gonna get in trouble for literally taking evidence from the scene of the crime and not telling anybody about it. Brought it to forensics. Got it approved. The blood belonged to the victim. Said there were 2 types of blood. Can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. What do you mean? Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. It's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person, or so I hear. Pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results, but they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. It ties her directly to the death of the Detective Goodman. Alright, so useless. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Ooh. Peppered fish guts? Ma'am, why do you even have that for anything other than a prop? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your clients. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? Fuck it, we'll just say there's a problem.